everyone, this is Rob and Kurt with Two Brothers Hobby, and we're taking a look at the Ares Decathlon 350 Rtf trainer. Kurt, this is about what, the third trainer I think we've looked at?
I believe so, yeah, from Ares. Yeah,
They seem to have, up to this point, have seemed to hit the mark as far as being a trainer.
Yeah, I mean,
this one's a little different, obviously. This one has some built-in stabilization. It's a little bit bigger platform. It's kind of that odd platform, in my opinion. Usually trainers are in between, either bigger or smaller.
Well, we talked about, we've talked about that before. Training used to be, when you were a trainer, what'd you do? It was
crashed a lot.
Yeah, well, you did it on your own, and you just
yeah.
accepted, all right, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to crash this thing over and over again.
Yep.
Or you buddy box with somebody. And that's, you hate to go to the old school ways of doing things because it's changed a lot over the years. However, we still have those same challenges that kind of circle around all these different products. We can either go ultra lightweight or ultra micro 3 channels, and that's a great training platform.
Sure.
We've seen that because it's launch it from your hand, it goes so slow, and you can have time to react and think about it and everything else, and then you just land it in the grass, cut the throttle, and it kind of softly go in the grass. When we look at a trainer, if you want to move into larger aircraft, you're at some point going to have to move into an actual 4-channel airplane that has ailerons and elevator and rudder and your throttle management. And this is that type of plane. This is what you'd consider to be a true trainer. And that you can move, once you master this, you can move into much larger airframes and you've got it down. You know how to fly. So, but it's a tough spot, right? It's a 29 and a quarter inch wingspan, and we know inherently if it has decent power, 4-channel, a lot less dihedral in the main wing, it's going to be a little, it's going to be faster, it's going to be a little twitchy. Things are going to happen fast. If you doubled this wingspan and, and increased your fuselage proportionally overall, everything would calm down because the bigger, the more stable.
It'd have more of a tendency to float than to just be like a missile.
Exactly.
It has to have wind over its wings to fly.
So, we look at the 350 from Ares, the Decathlon, and it has its challenges cut out for it. It has some things going against it inherently, based on the size, based on the design overall. It's a high wing, which is always good for training, but it was interesting to see this and how it translated, even with stabilization, how it translated into being a trainer. If somebody say, okay, you've never flown before, is it that trainer? Or is it the trainer that you're like, all right, my buddy that knows how to fly is going to get it up in the air, hand me the sticks without a buddy box, just say, here's a transmitter. Can I fly this thing and not crash? It's going to go crazy on me, and then I get in trouble, hand it back to him. There's all different types of trainers. Is it that kind of trainer? Is it to do it on your own trainer? So it's kind of an interesting. It'll be interesting results. Let's take a look at some specs real quick. The Ares Decathlon 350 Rtf trainer. Overall wingspan 29 and a quarter inches. Wing area 152 square inches. Overall length 22.75 inches. Radio system that comes with this 2.4 gig 6-channel transmitter receiver on the Rtf version. All up weight 12.6 ounces. Motors a brushless 1400 kV. Included batteries a 3S 600 milliamp LiPo with JST connector. ESC is a 15 amp brushless. The included charger is a 3S 11.1 volt LiPo DC balancing charger. Power supply is a 100 to 120 volt AC to 13 volt DC adapter, half amp. And onboard electronics, of course, the AEGIS NFP, which stands for Natural Flight Progression Controller. Rtf pricing at the time of this review is $199.99, and it's also available in an RFR version ready for receiver. So if you want to use your own radio receiver, your own transmitter receiver combination, you can in the RFR version, and they even give you instructions in the manual to be able to connect and adjust or make the AEGIS stabilization that's on board work with your own receiver setup. So you'll probably want to check with them for some compatibility or something, but they do give you, I know, Spectrum, and I think, I can't remember.
Can't remember?
I can't remember. Well, one other radio manufacturer that was in there. So.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the flight footage, and make sure you stop back for part 2 of the review scoring.